Okay, welcome to episode 10. So I carried on a little bit of work off camera, just didn't have time to set the camera up, so I thought I'd just crack on with it. This side is all done now, as you can see. Just put the torch on so you can see a little bit better. I'm not going to grind any of those welds down, because you won't see them. We'll just stone chip that up, and then the quarter panel will go back over it eventually, so there's not much point in wasting time doing that. I've seam sealed the main arch in there. That's been seam welded and seam sealed, so that'll be nice and watertight, because I don't want any little pinholes. We've done, as you can see, the bottom of the A-pillar's all been done. I just need to grind. I do need to grind these ones down because they're on show. The inside's all been done as well, as you can see. I've kept it looking like it's original. Remade the panels as best as I could, but these will get ground down as well. I've seam sealed that bit of the arch there too. Just really want to make sure it's all watertight. Yep, the body mounts are back on. So this sill panel is technically done. So just need to grind those welds down, as I say. Put a couple more bolts in, make the gearbox tunnel. I need to finish welding this bit in around here, which I'll probably do at some point today. Once I've done that, then it'll be starting to cut the arch out. As you can see, there is a little bit of welding that needs doing. Oops, sorry, move the torch. There's a little bit of welding that needs doing still here. Nothing drastic by any means. So we'll probably clean up and cut that out and get some more welds. Actually, to be honest with you, I might just put a couple more tack welds on it for now, and really go to town on that bit once we've got the A-pillar repaired. It won't move, it's gonna have enough weld on it. Might not do any welding today because my stupid welding helmet yesterday decided that it was gonna stop working halfway through, and I didn't actually realise that. So I've now got mild arc eye, which is really, really painful if anyone's had it before. I've only ever had it once when I was 17 and said I'd never get it again, but I've got it again. So it's only a little bit compared to what I've had before, but it's not very comfortable. I've picked up a new welding helmet as well. So we'll see how we go. I'll put it on a time lapse. I don't know what order I'm going to do stuff in. I might do some welding, I might not. We'll just see how it goes really. But it's just a bit of a sort of getting stuff done video. Okay, so, yep, things kind of got a little bit out of hand there. Remember I said I wasn't going to take the scuttle panel off? Well, I took the scuttle panel off. I thought I was going to be able to splice that new repair panel in around here, which would have been fine. You can easily get that from inside. But it got to a point where it was sort of up around here, and I was like, oh, do you know what? You really can't mess around with stuff like this. You might as well just replace and use the whole panel. But yeah, I mean, managed to salvage the lips fine, which is good. That's a little bit dodgy, that one, so I'll probably cut that off and seam weld it. Yeah, I don't know what I was worried about. The scuttle panel's fine. There's a bit of surface rust there, nothing over the other side. So we'll just give that a little bit of a clean up and a paint before it goes back in. I'm guessing someone's been in here before because it looks like it's been brush painted. I'm not sure. But yeah, so the new A-pillar panel fits in really nicely. I've offered that up a couple of times. I've had to cut this piece out here, annoyingly. I'll show you that panel there. Yeah, this was it. So this was there. As you can see, it was just horrible. But the rest of it's really nice. You can see in there, it's all really clean. So the next route is going to be to make this lip here and this repair panel here. Then we can put the outer A-pillar, inner, middle. I think it's a middle A-pillar because there's another panel on the other side. We'll put that on and just clamp it in place for now, drill the holes and put the bolts through. Luckily we've got one reference bolt, and the other two I think there might be one here or something. You could just about see the outline of it. And we'll put that in, and then we will make the closing panel. There's the closing panel that goes from here to here and that lip up there. So it's, you know, it's not actually that big of a job really when you think about it. It's not that hard to do. Let me just offer that up, see if I can do that with one hand. We'll see how nice the panel fits in. Which side do we want? That side. On my luck, it won't actually fit now, but there we go. Roughly in place. But yeah, I need to take off. There's a really weird. There's a little. Come on. There we go. It's a really weird little lip here that's stopping it go all the way on, because this hole here should be here and then line up, as you can see. Oh, let me just zoom out. Should be able to put a bolt through here, here, and here. Should be 3 on the lip. Is it 3 or is it 4? Oh, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 at the bottom. So I don't know if that's a manufacturing flaw, or I've put the sill panel too high. I think it's a manufacturing flaw, and I think, if I remember correctly on the other side, that almost bends flat and allows that to slot in. So yeah, what I think I will do, I think I'm going to bend that now, slot that in place and put the 3 bolts in that I can put in. And then I can make this template here. This will be made out of 2 pieces. One would just be an angled piece that goes up to about here, and across to there. And then one would just be this weird sort of square triangle shape. And then, as I say, once that's in, there is, oh, hang on, that's a good point actually. I'll need to put the other panel in first because this sits over it. Yeah, there should be a closing panel here first. So we'll do that first. I don't know what we'll do. I'll just sort of go along with it. I'll stick it on a time lapse and you just watch me do whatever I decide to do in the end. So there we go, that's the end of episode 10. This panel is all in now, where we'd wanted it to be, and we've also done the repair. It's not the best repair I've ever done in my life, I'll be honest, but, I mean, apart from this bit here, but this will pull in. Yeah, it came out all right, really. I'm quite happy with it. It's got the right contours, it's flat, it's strong. It's been welded, as you can see here as well. It's been welded through from the other side too, so it's double welded. No idea what this is. This might have been stainless steel because I could not get it to weld at all, as you can see by those horrific welds. But it's strong. It's not going anywhere. That's the main thing. I just wanted to make sure that it was as solid as it can be. And then on the inside, we have to excuse me, it's so hot here today. On the inside, as you can see, there's our new panel here made in. Still got to do a little piece down here. I undercut the panel, which I didn't realise, but yeah, as you can see, it's all seamed in, the whole thing, all the way up, and it's been flatted back just behind this one. I need to grind some of the welding down here, just so this will sit flush. Then all we've got to do is drill this hole, and this hole, bolt it together, pull it really tight, and then that's it basically. Just got to do some welding. It gets spot welded all the way up on the seams, all the way around the top here, a couple of little seams here, little panel up the top, as you can just about see in there. Needs pulling in, but I've put a hole in that so it can be pulled through. And what's the other bit? I'll tell you what, that does need adjusting actually, because that's sitting on top of a bracket now, if you can see that. Yeah, I know these panels aren't the best fit ever, so might have to hollow the hole out a bit and move it around. But there you go. That's how it is now. So that's the end of the episode. Next episode, we will get that all welded in. Which will be just along these seams in here, and I'm not sure if it does weld along here. You know, I'm not 100% sure if it does. What I think I'll do is I think I'll put the 4 bolts through, and then I'll probably just put a seam every sort of few inches, just to make sure it's rock solid. I did have to take one of the bolts out as well, just so I could get a nice weld around there. I'm not going to flatten any of this back once it's stone chipped. You won't see it, and I don't want to take any of the strength out of the welds, especially on a hinge point. And then really it's just going to be to clean up in here. It's all just surface rust, there's nothing really to worry about there. This panel here is a bit crusty, but it's only on this bit here, which is very bizarre. But the rest of it is really, really solid, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to repair it or see if I can buy a replacement. You know, it's a bit crusty down there too. I'll look at getting a replacement. At the end of the day, this is something that's not going to stop the scuttle panel going back on again, because looking at it, you can just unscrew it across the top and unscrew it across the bottom. But yeah, there we go. That's as far as we got today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will do another episode as soon as I can. Thanks.